こんにちは。セールスマーカー CTO のチンです。本日はリードエンジニアの UT さんに彼の仕事に関していろいろお聞きできればというふうに思っております。開発チームでは日々英語でコミュニケーションをとっているので、本日のインタビューも英語でさせていただければと思っております。Alright, Utkarsh, let's start it. At the beginning, could you please give us a quick introduction for yourself?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Utkarsh and I come from India. And I joined Sales Marker last year in May. And I've been working on the backend and some infrastructure and currently in the process of building our backend team. And before joining Sales Marker, I was working for Marker for 4.5 years in authentication authorization domain as a backend engineer. And my hobbies are snowboarding.
Wow.
Yeah, just came from Hokkaido.
Yeah, right. Today you just come from this YouTube, right?
Directly from the airport.
Alright. Thank you so much for coming to this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Alright, so I believe that the Mercari is also one of the greatest technology company in Japan.
Yeah.
So you have a great result there, and could you please tell me more about why you choose to join us?
Oh, yeah, sure. So when I joined Marker, I was pretty surprised that a workplace could be this nice. And I had a really great time with Marker, and also all the engineers were really good. And I got to learn a lot of things. But by the end, until like last year, Marker has also grown very big. And I was also looking for more challenges. And I wanted to work in a smaller team where we can go from 0 to 1 rather than from 1 to 100.
Okay.
So that's why I was not reaching out from myself, but I was keeping an eye on all the new startups. And if there is something interesting somebody is working on, I was interested to join. And then I came across Sales Marker. Sales Marker had a pretty solid business, and I was really surprised by the amount of things that the founders have built.
Yeah.
So I was very impressed at that time, and that's why I decided to join Sales Marker.
Thank you so much. And I think that you're the first senior engineer to join us. So before you join, we only have two. Most of the time, we only have two: one junior and two senior, which are from founder. So did you feel any risk at that time? So
I think normally people will feel a risk when joining a startup, but in my case, I could see that the current engineers build so many things so quickly. That means they are somewhat talented to develop a lot of things very fast. So it is also a learning experience because in a big company, things move a little bit slower and we need to do a lot of planning. But I wanted to move fast and grow fast in my career. So that's why I was like, yeah, this is the place to be. Very different.
Thank you. So did you feel any gap before and after you joined us?
It is almost the same as my expectation. Probably the gap is in the growth. I expected a fast growth, but this is very fast. What is happening right now?
Faster than your expectation.
Yeah, it is faster than my expectation. So I have to cope up with the current growth and be able to grow myself so that I can handle the challenges that are coming. Yeah.
So from which part do you feel the growth is really fast?
I think after I joined, within 2 months, I felt that we will need a lot of more engineers and we need to build a lot of things. The current product is good, but we are trying to expand into different domains. And so that will require a bigger engineering team, and bigger engineering team means we'll need to manage different logic and the backend and overall engineering side of the product will become complicated. So this is the part that I was not thinking about a lot in the beginning, because I was thinking it will be like 5 or 6 engineers for next 1 year. 5 or 6 engineers can manage something, which is very tightly coupled easily, because they can communicate way more easy. But if there are 30 engineers, then managing something which is very tightly coupled could be difficult. So this is something that just showed up suddenly
True.
that we'll have 30 engineers, and with 30 engineers we need to manage the product. That is a totally different thing than managing a product with 4 or 5 engineers.
Thank you. So I believe that from when you joined, you were the pure backend engineer, and gradually you become the lead engineer, and now you are more like as a playing manager. So you lead the project and the backend itself, but at the meantime you also starting to manage the people. So during this 1 year, Which part do you think is the most challenging for you?
I would say managing people is a little bit challenging because in my past experience, I've managed projects and assigned tasks to one person and get those done. But here I am working on managing several projects and dealing with several backend engineers and also onboarding new engineers. So sometimes the context is very wide and it is hard to, it is very easy to miss on certain things. So I'm trying to learn to avoid that and not miss something, especially, for example, when in the morning we are supposed to discuss everything, but if something gets off my mind at that time, then after the meeting I feel like, oh shit, I missed something. Yeah, so now that our backend team is expanding, I need to manage people. So far I was just managing the project, or in my past experience in Marker, I managed projects and organized them between some members, but I didn't need to necessarily care about what they want to do or what is their skill. That part is already taken care of. So here I need to go through their wishes also. So this is something new, and make sure that the team is doing well and they are excited and to work on the product. So ensuring that is something new for me, and I'm trying to learn it.
Right, thank you. So it sounds like you're also growing yourself at the meantime.
Yes.
Do you have anything you want to achieve maybe in 2 or 3 years?
So product-wise, I want to make Sales Marker not just in Japan. I want to expand it around the world.
Of course.
So that is something which will be really interesting, and it will involve challenges on another level. Like having customers only in Japan is something, but having around the world. And when we are having customers around the world, our team is going to expand even more.
Right.
So managing that many number of people and along with the code base, because all the time I'm thinking about, okay, we can develop a lot of things in a single service, but it is going to become very complicated if we have a lot of features, because in SaaS we tend to have very complex logic, so it is difficult to maintain them. So this is also kind of like an art, that how to organize this painting of backend, that it is understandable for everyone and everyone is able to work through it.
And maybe expand the global. The engineering team is not only located in Japan, right?
It can become global too.
This is a really challenging thing.
Yeah.
Thank you. And also from the culture part, so I believe that Mercari is also one of the company in Japan that have a really good engineering culture.
Yeah.
So comparing with your previous experience, do you think anything is special in our company, or anything is good, or anything is we need to improve?
I think when I joined, at that time we were a very small company. So my mindset was, we'll be building the culture together, right? And so I think that part is going pretty well, because if I have certain suggestions, most of the suggestions are coming from my past experience, and it is very easy to inculcate them in our organization. For example, I think in July we had the issue where in a typical company the salaries are paid after a month, right?
True.
And Gusan and I discussed that it should be paid in the same month, and we just raised that concern, and it was they changed the salary payment date, which was pretty cool.
We changed really soon, right?
I think within 1 week we got the result. And I understand that as a startup, if we are paying the paychecks in advance, this is like losing one month of runway. So it is a critical decision, but we were able to take it with so much confidence within a week. That shows that our business and the finances and everything is very strong. That's why these kind of adjustments are not a that big of a concern as it could be.
Thank you, and this is also because we want to make the employees, every engineers or any other employees feel safe and feel comfortable. So whatever we can do, we want to help everybody to get better working experience inside the company.
Yeah, that is true. I think if somebody is feeling happy and feeling good and comfortable in the company, they will be using most of their brain to create great things. So it is a good idea to avoid concerning members from other things, so that they can focus just on creating
Thank you. All right, I believe that our backend team is expanding and we need more engineers, right? So do you have anything you want to talk with our potential candidates?
For new joiners, I feel everyone, when they are joining a new company, and especially a company which is growing very fast, we are looking for a lot of challenges. So from my experience, I feel we have a lot of level of challenges you can go for. So I'm always trying to challenge myself to the limit. From that perspective, you will get plenty of challenges if you join the company. At the same time, since the product is growing very fast and we are hiring members from different cultures, recently we have been interviewing candidates from Europe, from US, America, and from India, China. So it's all over. So we'll have a very multicultural environment in here, and we want to create the best sales tech company in the world. So please join us and help us do it. Thank you,
Utkarsh. So thanks for your time today. And I believe that he described a lot around our culture and the company. So we are really hiring a lot of engineers. So looking forward to talking with you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.